Morning students, we are doing chapter number 2. We saw that there are some limitations of Bohr model of an atom. In order to overcome that limitations, new model developed that is called quantum mechanical model of an atom. In quantum mechanical model, they developed some theories. Two important theories are there. Out of that, the first is a dual nature of matter. Dual nature of matter. Dual matlab double. What is dual nature of matter? Matter, anything that has mass and occupies space. Earlier they proved that waves have double nature. Particle nature as well as wave nature. All radiations have double nature. Wave nature as well as particle nature. Now one scientist named de Broglie, he argued that if radiations which are actually wave, they possess particle nature, then why not the matter that are actually particles, they should possess wave nature. What he argued? Radiations have double nature. Actually they are wave, but they are showing particle nature also. They are showing particle nature also. Then why not the matter that are actually particles? Particle nature to એ proved છે. They also possess wave nature. Both have double nature. Radiations have dual nature. Similarly, matter should also possess double nature. So, in order to prove the wave nature of matter, he derived a theory that is called de Broglie equation. According to him, de Broglie, matter has wave nature. According to him, all material particle or matter possess wave nature. And he gave an equation, lambda equals h upon p. What is lambda? Wavelength of radiations. Wavelength. What is p? Momentum of particle. Momentum of particle. And h, you know, it is Planck's constant. It is Planck's constant. इस इक्वेशन से प्रूव होता है डबल नेचर. कैसे प्रूव होता है? Wavelength है means it possesses wave-like nature, and momentum of particle means it possesses particle nature. So matter has double nature, particle nature as well as wave nature. We know that momentum is lambda is equal to h upon p. This we will use for numerical. M is the mass of particle, v is the speed of particle, velocity of particle, lambda is wavelength, and h is Planck's constant. This theory proves that every particle possess wave nature. But there are two limitations for this. All particles won't have wave nature. Suppose we are throwing stone, a big stone. It will not move like a wave. It will move in straight line. But if particle is very very small, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन है, प्रोटॉन है, हाइड्रोजन है, जिनके masses बहुत कम होते हैं, मतलब particle having very less mass, it shows wave nature. If you observe electron from microscope, then you can see the wave nature of electron. Electron will move like a wave. It won't move in a straight path like a ball. એક ball ને તમે throw કરો એટલે straight line માં move. આપણે ચાલીએ road ઉપર તો આપણે ના wave ની જેમ ચાલીએ. We are moving in straight line because we are big particles. We are having heavy mass. So this theory, de Broglie equation, is only applicable for smaller particle, microscopic particle. This is the limitation of this theory. De Broglie equation applicable only for microscopic particle, not for microscopic. This is for microscopic particles like electron, proton, hydrogen atom. बहुत छोटे होते हैं, इनका masses बहुत कम होता है, उसके लिए ये theory applied होती है. Otherwise it is not applicable for the big particle like aeroplane flying in the sky, or a man moving on a road, or ball is throwing. For that it is not applicable. It is applicable only for microscopic particle. So this equation, this theory proves double nature of particle. इट्स ऑल्सो प्रूव्ड बाय वन एक्सपेरिमेंट कॉल्ड डेविसन एंड जर्बर, साइंटिस्ट का नाम है. ही प्रूव्ड इट एक्सपेरिमेंटली. ये तो थियोरेटिकल इक्वेशन दिया था डी ब्रोगली ने. एक्सपेरिमेंटली किसने प्रूव किया है? डेविसन एंड जर्बर. He proved it experimentally. कैसे प्रूव किया? He took one nickel crystal. Okay, this is nickel crystal. What he did? He incident X-rays, which are actually waves, on this nickel crystal, and in second experiment he passed beam of electrons. पहले तो इलेक्ट्रॉन पार्टिकल था ना, तो बीम ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, जिसको ये लोग पार्टिकल समझ रहे थे, इंसिडेंट ऑन निकल क्रिस्टल. इसका तो वेव नेचर है. These are X-rays are actually waves only. So when these X-ray incident on nickel crystal, he observed after passing through nickel crystal, when he observed on this photographic plate, ऐसे circular fringes बनती है. मतलब ये जो X-rays है वो डिफ्रैक्ट हो जाती हैं. इसमें से जाने के बाद they diffract and this type of pattern is observed on the screen. Same phenomena observed when beam of electron passed through nickel crystal. After passing through nickel crystal, electrons also diffracted, and such type of observed is, such type of phenomena is observed, such type of pattern is observed. Then he thought that electrons must have same nature as X-rays have. And X-rays are actually waves, so electron also possess wave nature. So this experiment proves the wave nature of particle, which is electron. And this wave nature of electron is utilizing in constructing electron microscope. Electron microscope, ordinary microscope में electron का particle nature use हुआ है, और electron microscope में electron का wave nature use हुआ है, जो कम से कम भी 10,000 टाइम मैग्नीफाई करके चीज़ों को बताता है. जैसे एक मटर का पीस होगा, अगर आप उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप में देखेंगे तो क्रिकेट के ग्राउंड जितना बड़ा दिखाई देगा. मतलब એટલું બધું મેગ્નિફાઇંગ પાવર હોય. તેમાં ઇલેક્ટ્રોનનું વેવ નેચર યુટિલાઇઝ થયું છે. ठीक. एक और इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है और उसका नाम है हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल. सेकंड इज हाइजेनबर्ग्स अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. What is Heisenberg uncertainty principle? When any microscopic particle is moving, like electron, proton or hydrogen, we are not able to determine its position and momentum simultaneously. जैसे कोई एरोप्लेन उड़ रहा है आकाश में, हम उसकी पोजीशन, उसकी स्पीड किसी भी टाइम पे एक्यूरेटली दोनों कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कि एट दैट टाइम, एट पर्टिकुलर टाइम, एरोप्लेन इज मूविंग विद दिस पर्टिकुलर स्पीड, एरोप्लेन इज फ्लाइंग एट द टॉप ऑफ इंडिया और अमेरिका और वट एवर बी. सो एग्जैक्ट पोजीशन एंड स्पीड ऑफ एरोप्लेन इज कैलकुलेटेड एक्यूरेटली, बट फॉर मूविंग माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल it is not possible to determine, it is impossible to determine accurately the position and the speed. એક સાથે બે કેલ્ક્યુલેટ નહીં થાય. જો તમે એનું પોઝિશન એક્યુરેટલી ફાઇન્ડ કરવા જશો તો સ્પીડ અનસર્ટેન થઈ જશે, અને જો સ્પીડ તમે એક્યુરેટલી ફાઇન્ડ કરવા જાઓ તો એની પોઝિશન મિસમેચ આવે, કરેક્ટ ના આવે. એટલે સાયમલ્ટેનિયસલી બોથ cannot be determined. There will be some uncertainty in the calculation of position and speed of moving a microscopic particle. जैसे टेलीविजन चल रहा है, हम टेलीविजन पे भी कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर ले और पढ़ाई पे भी कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर ले, एट अ टाइम पॉसिबल નથી. કાં તો મૂવી જ જોઈ શકાય ને કાં પછી ભણાઈ શકાય. જો બે કામ કરવા જશું તો થોડી થોડી અનસર્ટેનિટી બેમાં રહી જશે, થોડું થોડું એરર બેમાં રહી જાય. ક્યાંક પિક્ચરના ડાયલોગ મિસિંગ થઈ જશે અથવા ક્યાંક ભણવામાં મિસિંગ થઈ જાય. બે એક સાથે સાયમલ્ટેનિયસલી કેલ્ક્યુલેટ નહીં થાય. ટીવી બંધ કરશો તો ભણાઈ સરસ થઈ જશે, ભણવાનું બંધ કરશો તો ટીવી સરસ જોવાઈ જશે. એક સાથે બે પોસિબલ નહીં. What is this law? It is impossible to determine to calculate क्या position and momentum या speed, momentum of moving microscopic particle. moving होना चाहिए, steady नहीं, moving microscopic particle. If you will concentrate on finding position, there will be uncertainty in momentum. If you are concentrating on momentum, then position will be uncertain. Error આવી જશે બેમાં થોડીક થોડીક. Okay, so it is not possible to calculate both position and momentum simultaneously. Calculate नहीं થાય. It is not possible to calculate position and momentum simultaneously. एक साथ नहीं होगा. Simultaneously we cannot calculate. This is known as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. क्यों ऐसा होता है? सपोज ये पार्टिकल है, माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल है, बहुत छोटा सा पार्टिकल है. अब हम भी जब भी किसी अंधेरे रूम में एंटर करते हैं तो पार्टिकल ऑब्जेक्ट को देखने के लिए लाइट ऑन करना पड़ेगा. ये तो बिल्कुल छोटा सा पार्टिकल है. अगर हम इसको अच्छे से देखना चाहते हैं तो हमको इसके ऊपर लाइट फॉल करना पड़ेगा. अगर इसके ऊपर हम लाइट डालें, ये लाइट हमने इसके ऊपर डाली, तो लाइट कैसा होना चाहिए? ज़्यादा इंटेंसिटी वाला होना चाहिए. डल लाइट होगा तो थोड़ी दिखाई देगा. तो कैसी लाइट डालेंगे हम पार्टिकल को देखने के लिए? ज़्यादा इंटेंसिटी वाली लाइट. ज़्यादा इंटेंसिटी वाली लाइट का लैम्बडा कैसा होता है? कम होता है. तो अगर आपको इसका पोजीशन अच्छे से देखना है तो आप जो लाइट फॉल कर रहे हो उसका लैम्बडा कैसा होगा? स्मॉल होगा. कम वेवलेंथ वाला अगर अपन लैम्बडा इसके ऊपर, लाइट इसके ऊपर डालेंगे तो हम उसकी पोजीशन बहुत एक्यूरेटली फाइंड कर पाएंगे, उसको देख पाएंगे, उसकी जगह को डिसाइड कर पाएंगे कि वो कहाँ पे है. Now according to de Broglie equation, lambda is inversely proportional to momentum. If lambda is small, we have to keep small in order to see it accurately. If we are keeping lambda small, then momentum of this wave will be very high. किसका momentum? Particles का. Light के particles को क्या बोलते हैं? Photon. तो ये जो photons हैं light में, उनका momentum कैसा हो जाएगा? बहुत high हो जाएगा. अगर ये हाई मोमेंटम वाले फोटोन इस पार्टिकल को हिट करेंगे, देखना है मतलब इसको हिट करेंगे ना, अगर दीज फोटोन हिट दिस माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल एनर्जेटिकली फोटोन, दैट व्हाट विल हैपन? दे ट्रांसफर देयर एनर्जी टू दिस पार्टिकल. हाई एनर्जी वाला फोटोन એની ઉપર હિટ કરે, કોઈ બોલ આગળ જતી હોય ને આપણે પાછળથી એને જોરથી હિટ કરે એટલે શું થાય? એની સ્પીડ વધી જાય એકદમ. તો જ્યારે એ હાઈ એનર્જેટિકલી ફોટોન એની ઉપર હિટ કરશે એટલે એ એટલું બધું સ્પીડથી વહી જશે કે આપણને ખબર નહીં પડે કે ક્યાં ગયો. એટલે એની સ્પીડ હાઈલી અનસર્ટેન થઈ જશે. In order to calculate accurate position, we keep lambda small. એટલે સરખો દેખાતો હતો, પણ સરખા દેખાવાના ચક્કરમાં પોઝિશન સરખી કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરવા માટે આપણે લેમ્બડા ઓછું રાખ્યું. મોમેન્ટમ ઓફ ફોટોન બહુ બધું વધારે. This high energy momentum photon, when hit this microscopic particle, its speed will be very very high. It will become uncertain. We are not able to determine can you electron. એટલે speed સાવ uncertain થઈ જશે. So simultaneously both position and speed cannot be calculated by this method that is called Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay? Mathematical form. इसका मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म है डेल्टा x इंटू डेल्टा p more than equal to h upon 4 pi. What is delta x? Delta x is uncertainty in position. Uncertainty in position. What is delta p? Uncertainty in momentum. Uncertainty in momentum. Uncertainty in position and momentum, the product should be always greater than h by 4 pi. એટલી હોવી જોઈએ uncertainty. એનાથી વધારે હોય તો પછી સારું નહીં. Uncertainty should be less. So delta h into delta p is always greater than equal to h by 4 pi. In equation है, but for numerical calculation we use only equal to sign. Okay? Now we know that momentum is mass into velocity. Uncertainty in momentum will be uncertainty in velocity. Put this value here. We have delta x m into delta v, that is equal to h upon 4 pi. Take this mass down. So formula will be delta x delta v is equal to h upon 4 pi into m. ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू लिखेंगे, लेकिन तो कैलकुलेशंस करेंगे तब हम इसको इक्वल टू घिसाएंगे. व्हाट इज डेल्टा v? अनसर्टेनिटी in velocity. Uncertainty in velocity. Clear? Now this is applicable for microscopic particle. जैसे मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया, if aeroplane is flying then it is possible to determine both position as well as momentum, but only for microscopic particle we are not able to determine. उसका एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है बुक में, हम उसको सॉल्व करते हैं और इसको प्रूव करते हैं बात को कि this formula, this principle is applicable only for microscopic particles. See, significance of Heisenberg principle. We are proving that this principle is for only microscopic particles. See, suppose we are applying this uncertainty principle for a particle having mass 10 to power minus 6 kilogram, 10 to power minus 4 kilogram. Two type of particle we are using. First having mass 10 to power minus 4 kilogram, and second we are calculating it for electron. Electron का mass होता है 9.1, 10 to power minus 31 किलोग्राम. ये कैसा पार्टिकल है? माइक्रोस्कोपिक, मास बहुत कम. ये कैसा पार्टिकल है? मैक्रोस्कोपिक, बड़ा बड़ा पार्टिकल है. अब हम देखते हैं दोनों में अनसर्टेनिटीज का प्रोडक्ट कितना आता है. क्लियर? डेल्टा एक्स इंटू डेल्टा वी that is equal to h upon 4 pi m. Put up all the value. It is 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34. What is pi? 3.14. and mass is 10 to power minus 4 किलोग्राम में मूकी देवानी. आने अपने जो सॉल्व करिए तो कहीं आंसर आवशे. इट इज 10 to power minus 30, 10 raised to power minus 30. डेल्टा x इंटू डेल्टा v देख लेना कैलकुलेट करके. -30 आएगा. वैसे यूनिट क्या होगा इसका? दिस इज पोजीशन मेजर्ड इन मीटर. This is velocity, so measured in meter per second. So unit will be meter square per second. Now we calculate it for electron. Delta x into delta v, same, h by 4 pi m. Put up all the values. 6.626, 10 raised to minus 34 divided by 4 into 3.14, 9.1 into 10 raised to power minus 31. This time mass is very small. Mass of electron is 10 to power minus 31. Now if we solve this, then answer is 10 raised to power minus 4 meter square per second. Now we can see that product of uncertainties for mass which is macroscopic, बड़ा वाला particle है, उसका product of uncertainty बहुत कम है. मतलब बहुत कम error आएगा अगर आप इसके लिए दोनों चीजें calculate करोगे तो. 10 to power minus 30 product of uncertainties आएगी એટલે error is very less. 10 to power minus 30 એટલે બહુ ઓછો નંબર કહેવાય. But same thing we are calculating for microscopic particle like electron. The product of uncertainty is coming out to be 10 to power minus 4, which is measurable. You cannot neglect it. આ value બહુ ઓછી છે ને તમે neglect કરી શકો, પણ આને નહીં કરી શકો. You have to consider it. So this proves that this Heisenberg principle is applicable for microscopic particles like electron. It cannot be applied to macroscopic particle like ball having 10 to power minus 4 kilogram वजन mass होगा. So Heisenberg principle and de Broglie equations both are applicable for microscopic particles, and by these two theories modification made in Bohr's model and new model of an atom is given, that is called quantum mechanical model. Now we'll do some numericals on de Broglie as well as Heisenberg principle. 1, 1, 2, 2 numerical we will do. First it is 2.12 problem. 2.12. Solved example 2.12. Question is, what will be the wavelength of a ball of mass 0.1 kilogram moving with velocity of 10 meter per second? नीट के पेपर में क्वेश्चन आया है, यूनिट्स का आपको थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है, फॉर्मूला याद रखना है, बाकी तो प्लेस करके आंसर निकालना है. क्वेश्चन इज, what is wavelength of a ball having mass 0.1 kilogram? Mass is given 0.1 kilogram. Velocity 10 meter per second. We have to determine wavelength. We know that lambda is equal to h upon mv. Put up the value. H is 6.626, 10 raised to power minus 34. Mass is 0.1, velocity is 10. So denominator cancel. Answer is 6.626, 10 raised to minus 34 meter. બહુ ઓછી વેવલેન્થ છે. મોટું પાર્ટિકલ હોય ને તો જ્યારે આ મૂવ કરશે ને તો કેવી વેવ બનશે? હાયર વેવ, બહુ ઓછી વેવલેન્થ વાળી, એટલે આવું આવું બનશે. આવી રીતના મૂવ કરે, ऐसे वेव बने, बिकॉज वेवलेंथ इज वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ, मतलब ऐसे वाइब्रेट करती हुई बॉल जाएगी अगर हम उसको इतनी स्पीड से फेंकेंगे तो. ओके, सेकंड एग्जांपल 2.13. The mass of an electron 9.1 10 to power minus 31 kilogram. 9.1 10 to power minus 31 kilogram. Kinetic energy 3 into 10 to power minus 25 joule. Kinetic energy given 3 into 10 to power minus 25 joule. What is the wavelength? Lambda find करवाना है. How to determine lambda? Kinetic energy આપી છે, velocity નથી. કાઈ નહીં, આપણે ફોર્મ્યુલા બનાવી લઈએ. કેવી રીતના? Lambda equals h upon mv, and we know that kinetic energy is half mv square. V square will be, multiply here, 2 into kinetic energy upon m. Okay, so what is V? Under root of 2 kinetic energy upon m. Put this V value over here. So lambda would be h upon m under root of 2 kinetic energy upon mass. ये मास अगर कैंसिल करेंगे तो ये रूट के अंदर आ जाएगा. क्या बनेगा? लैम्डा इक्वल h अपॉन अंडर रूट 2 इंटू काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंटू m. फॉर्मूला भी याद रख सकते हो, चाहो तो डिराइव कर सकते हो. दिस इज रिलेशन बिटवीन लैम्डा एंड काइनेटिक एनर्जी. व्हाट वी हैड डन? काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज हाफ mv स्क्वायर. मल्टीप्लाई दिस 2 हियर. 2 kinetic energy by m. V will be root of this. Put this V here. We can solve it like this. So lambda equal h upon 2 kinetic energy into m. Put up all the values and calculate lambda. Lambda equals h is 6.626, 10 raised to power minus 34 divided by root of 2. What is kinetic energy? 3 into 10 to power minus 25. What is mass? 9.1, 10 raised to power minus 31. કેમ સોલ્વ કરવાનું એને? 6.626, 10 to power minus 34 as it is. હવે પહેલા અંડર રૂટમાં બધા ટર્મ છે એ મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરવાનો ને પાવર લઈ લેવાનો. કેવી રીતના? જો અહીંયા 2 into 3 એટલે 6, 6 into 9.1. So it's 54.6 multiplied by minus 25 minus 31, so it would be 66 minus 66. रूट में जो पावर होता है वो इवन होना चाहिए, तभी आप उसको रूट से बाहर निकाल पाएंगे. अब आप 54.6 का अंडर रूट ले लीजिए, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 54.6, दैट इज 7.389. 7.389. 10 to પાવર કેટલું થઈ જશે? -33. 66 નું રૂટ નહીં ગોતવાનું, અડધું કરી દેવાનું. સ્ક્વેર રૂટમાં से પાવર બહાર निकालना हो तो हाफ कर दें, so -33. Now divide 6.626 and 7.389. 6.626 divided by 7.389. 0.389. So answer would be 0.896. 0.896 into 10 to the power, આ ઉપર જાય એટલે -1. So it is 0.0896 meter. Answer. Lambda would be 0.0896. This way you can solve for calculation of de Broglie equation. Clear? Done? Now, next is third sum, 2.34. Sorry, 56 आ गई है. This is 56. So 56 का हाफ कितना होगा? 28. 28 और 34 माइनस करो, 6 बचेगा, -6. Sorry, so it would be 896 into 10 to the power -9. कैसे लिख सकते हो आप? मैं यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ. Lambda equals 896 10 to the power -9 meter. 10 to the power -9 meter એટલે nanometer. So answer would be 896 nanometer. Okay? 56 થાય. આપણે 66 લખી દીધું હતું. Okay? Next. It is 2.14. Calculate mass of photon with wavelength 3.6 angstrom. Mass of photon with wavelength 3.6 angstrom. Mass of photon निकालना है. Photon is a light particle. So we have to take c, that is velocity of light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. कोई और पार्टिकल हो तो उसकी वेलोसिटी अलग होती है, लेकिन if it is light particle, if it is photon, then we have to take c as v as c, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now just apply the formula, that is इसको एंगस्ट्रॉम को मीटर में चेंज कर दो तो 3.6 10 to the power -10 मीटर. लैम्बडा इक्वल h अपॉन mc. आपको निकालना m को एक सब्जेक्ट बना लीजिए. h अपॉन lambda into c. What is h? 6.626 10 to the power -34 divided by lambda is 3.6 10 to the power -10 and c is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. આને સોલ્વ કરી લ્યો. આન્સર આવી જશે કિલોગ્રામમાં. શું આવશે? પહેલા 3 થી આને કટ કરી દે. 3 2s are 6, 0 3 8s are 24 અને આને આને ડિવાઇડ કરી દો. 2.208 divided by 3.6. पावर सारे ऊपर ले लीजिए. -34 ऊपर है, 10 ऊपर जाएगा +10, 8 ऊपर जाएगा -8. सो आंसर आ जाएगा 2.208 divided by 3.6. 2.208 divided by 3.6. So answer is 0.613 and multiplied by 10 to the power -24 and -8, so -32 kilogram. Answer is it's kilogram. Clear? 8 and 10 and 34. -24 થશે. 24 and 8 કેટલું થાય? 32. 24 plus 6 30 plus 2 32. Clear? So answer would be this much kilogram. 613 10 to the power -33 किलोग्राम. क्लियर? अब हम न्यूमेरिकल करते हैं फॉर हाइजेनबर्ग प्रिंसिपल. एग्जांपल इज गिवन. इट्स 2.15. बाकी बैक साइड दिए हुए हैं, आप सॉल्व कीजिएगा एक्सरसाइज में से क्वेश्चंस. सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ सम्स आर देयर, सो यू कैन सॉल्व. Problem 2.15 on Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Microscope using suitable photon is employed to locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstrom What is the uncertainty involved in the measurement of its velocity? Locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstrom. What it means? Uncertainty in position is given 0.1 angstrom. That is 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Or we can write 10 to the power minus 11 meter. Uncertainty in position. Electron है इसलिए mass of electron will be 9.1 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. We have to determine uncertainty in velocity. What's the formula? Delta x, delta v, h upon 4 pi m. What is delta v? H upon 4 pi m into delta x. Put up all the values. 6.626 10 to the power minus 34 divided by 3.14. What is mass? 9.1 10 to the power minus 31. And what is the change in velocity? Uncertainty in position 10 to the power minus 11. अगर आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे, कैसे करेंगे? तो पहले जितने नंबर्स आपको दिख रहे हैं उसको सॉल्व कीजिए कैलकुलेटर में. डिवाइडेड बाय 4, 3.14, 9.1, 10 to the power કેટલું થઈ જશે? -34. આ 31 ઉપર જાય એટલે +31, 11 ઉપર જાય એટલે +11. This is delta V in meter per second. This way we can determine. Answer આવશે તમારું 5.79 into 10 to the power 6. 5.79 10 to the power 6 meter per second will be the answer because it is velocity. This is uncertainty in velocity. Clear? One more question. It's 2.18. Sorry, 16. A golf ball has a mass of 40 gram and a speed of 45 meter per second. Mass is given 45 gram. Speed is given, mass is given 40 gram. Speed is given 45 meter per second. If the speed can be measured with an accuracy of 2%, calculate uncertainty in position. Delta x निकालना है. Uncertainty in velocity, and let this velocity is calculated up to 2% accuracy. What do you mean by this 2% accuracy? Delta V will be 45 का 2% निकालना. That is uncertainty in the velocity. So that would be 0.9 meter per second. It is measured within accuracy of 2%. What is uncertainty? Velocity का 2% निकालो. That is uncertain. 0.9 meter per second. In 45 meter per second, this much is the uncertainty in velocity. Now it is electron only, so mass of mass particle का दिया है 40 ग्राम. इसको किलोग्राम में चेंज करो. 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilogram. First we have to determine delta x. We know that delta x, delta v, h upon 4 pi m. What is delta x? H upon 4 pi m into delta v. Put up all the values. 6.626 10 raised to power minus 34 divided by 4 into 3.14. What is the mass? 40 into 10 to power minus 3 multiplied by change in velocity, that is uncertainty in velocity, that is 0.9. આ બધાને સોલ્વ કરી લેવાનું આપણે અને 4 થી ડિવાઇડ કરીએ. 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24, 5 are 20 and 6. This is 3.14, 40 and this 0.9. So 0.9 and 40 become 36. So 1.656 divided by 36, 3.14, 10 to the power 34 and minus 3, so it will become minus 31. બસ હવે આને સોલ્વ કરી લો એટલે આન્સર આવી જાય. મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરીને ડિવાઇડ કરશું તો એટલે આવશે 1.46 into 10 to the power minus 30. 1.46 10 to the power minus 30. Uncertainty in position, so it will be meter. This is the answer. So by using formulas we can calculate the sums. बैक साइड इट इज गिवन न्यूमेरिकल्स ऑफ de Broglie as well as uncertainty principle. Solve them. If you have any doubts then I will explain. Okay, चलो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में नेक्स्ट टॉपिक अपन पढ़ेंगे.